Hey guys, how's it going? This is Grizzly Bill RC, and yeah, just going to be going over my TRX4M Hightrail build. Um, Wanted to do something a little bit different. Always have seen other people with like the bed campers, and I always thought it was something really neat. So got this 3D printed. A good friend of mine 3D printed it for me. Did some paint, everything like that. Obviously, that's like the big standout piece of this truck. Now it's got Endura front bumper, Endura rear bumper, metal bumpers. Um, yeah, the antenna is Endura. These bull horns, these are actually off of a SCX10. They come in like those plastic kits, like the accessory kits and stuff like that. The little green ball, um, tennis ball back in the day, between the 60s and 80s, it was a super popular thing people did on their antennas. And yeah, um, some RC four-wheel drive black Rhino wheels. Unfortunately, the hubcaps do not fit. I thought they would, but I guess it's for an SCX24 thread. So I'm waiting for some center caps to come in that are just kind of like they're for a TRX4M, but they won't match them with the black Rhino logos and stuff like that. But hey, nonetheless, it'll look pretty sweet. So you can see the side pipes here. Those actually come with the bumpers. Usually they go at the back of the chassis, but because, as you'll see later on, I'm using a Endura carbon fiber chassis, I couldn't really mount it without making the chassis extension for the longer wheelbase um, a little less rigid per se. So I ended up side mounting the pipes. It actually worked out really well. And yeah, I'll show you in a second under the body. Okay, so onto the chassis. So I'm running the Endura LCG chassis. Great little chassis. Definitely would like to try other chassis and stuff like that with other builds down the road to kind of see what's out there. Because as you saw with my other video, my other TRX firm is running the same thing, but I'm a little bit newer to the micro crawler side of things, like the mini crawlers and stuff like that. So down the road, definitely going to try other chassis out and everything like that, kind of see what's out there. So for electronics, I'm running the Fat Viper system, like the combo they purchased off of Amazon, or you can purchase it directly from Endura themselves. Mias 8 kilogram steering servo seems to have lots of power. The with the wheels and tire combo, like they're not super heavy, but the servo definitely has no issues moving them whatsoever. 7.4 volt capable. Yeah, and just running it with a Mias remote. So back to that exhaust. So you can see I used right here one of the shock tower mount holes, and yeah, I just side mounted it. You know what? I know back in the day, a lot of people used to use side pipes and everything like that. So you know, it can't really go wrong with that. And then there is I believe it is Endura as well. Actually, yes, it is Endura. The dual, I guess you call it like shelf or tower mount for your electronics and everything. I just like it because it's obviously like a single cab truck. You can adjust it. There's lots of holes there to where you want it to sit. On the Blazer, the Bronco, my apologies. I have it all the way forward because it is just running stock electronics, so you can, because of the revolver, I wouldn't be able to clear it through there. So yeah. For links, I am running Endura stainless steel links. Axles are Mias Isokinetics, the polyurethane, I guess it would be ones. I'm running Endura drive shafts and Endura shocks, the 59 millimeter ones. If you are having issues, because this does sit a little bit lower than a stock Hightrail, and the biggest issue I was having was getting it centered in especially the rear wheel well. That I was struggling with it with the stock links. I had actually spoke to someone that I found on Instagram that he told me you use the like Defender and Bronco rear links, just the lower ones, and you use 3 of the little spacers that are included, and it will actually tuck up your rear drive shaft a little bit better. It won't have like the angle like this. And yeah, you just replace the bottom ones to the Defender and Bronco ones, and yeah, it's pretty well centered. It's actually fantastic. I'm really happy with that. And obviously the Endura brass center skid, and then these are some sliders that I found. They're supposed to just be for the Defender and the Bronco, but you know what, I was like, hey, that part of the chassis is all the same, let's see if they work, and you know, it works out pretty well. But yeah, so it's a pretty, like, obviously pretty much just about everything is done to it, but it's a pretty solid little truck. I love this thing. The only thing I am still struggling with for some reason, if you have any ideas of what I can do to fix this, but like the shocks are filled with oil. For some reason, my shocks get super stiff, and then once I work them in, they move super smooth, but it's almost like they get stuck. Like, and I know it's not because of the like the rubber bands that I use there, so this way it doesn't unload really quick. But like it'll almost be like this one will just stick there, and then I have to like really work it in. But like I used a super light shock oil, and actually I used drift shock oil just so this way everything moves really nice and smoothly and fairly quick. And yeah, I don't know. If you have any ideas, please put them down in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I'm gonna put the body back on it. I'm gonna power it up, and I'll show you all the lights and everything like that, because I have the soft light rock lights from Endura as well. So yeah, 1 second. Okay, so with all the lights and everything powered on, you can see it looks fantastic. Swap the headlights out to like an incandescent bulb kind of thing instead of the violent white light that they came with from factory. At least it looks a little bit more period correct. They look super yellow on camera, but it's really not. It's not that bad. Yeah, the incandescent colored rock lights, added tail lights. Not sure if they come stock with taillight bulbs, but mine didn't. I got the truck secondhand. It was bone stock when I got it, because I already knew I was going to be pretty much replacing everything, which I did other than the body. Yeah, and then the one thing that I added to it was lights from the camper. I thought that gave it a nice little spin on it. Yeah, just this way at least, hey, if I stop somewhere, something like that, it looks like somebody's having a little camp out in the back. I thought that was kind of neat little thing to just add in there, but I put it on a switch. This way it doesn't drain the battery too much. Yeah, and then also this is the remote that I've been using for my micro crawlers or mini crawlers. Absolutely love this remote. I can't say enough great things about it. I would recommend it to anybody. The receivers aren't terribly priced by any means, and yeah, you could pick it up on Mia's directly, their website, or on Amazon where I had purchased it. But yeah, so this is my TRX4M Hightrail. I'm gonna call it a mid trail because it sits lower than stock, but still sits higher than like what a super scale low factory looking truck would sit. This way at least you know it still had a little bit more performance. And yeah, so I hope you like it. Please leave a comment if you have any recommendations for maybe any type of upgrades on this or something else I should give a try on, or for the shocks about why they're sticking. Yeah, please leave a comment. Hope you leave a like, and thank you so much for your time. Bye.